We are live, everybody, on this wonderful Monday.
Oh no!
Hello.
Oh, 1 sec.
Anyone else had a long day?
Long but good.
Yeah.
Freya informed me she has had a long day today. But
She's
still,
entitled to do whatever the hell she wants.
and she does not feel that she needs to go to sleep, though.
Don't
Yeah,
jinx me. She's about there.
I'm just waiting on Thursday because I'm taking 2 days off at the end of the week.
Y'all going down to Baton Rouge, or you going camping?
You freaking jinxed
No,
me.
it's just I'm just taking some mental health days. Recalibrate.
Emily mad at me.
Yes, because you jinxed me.
Is she wide awake?
She wasn't 30 seconds ago.
Whoops.
Well, my dog is now wanting attention. So that's kind of like what y'all are dealing with.
Shut up.
Okay, so y'all have managed to escape the city of Nightthorn. Some of y'all still have your wisdom scores depleted until you take a long rest and manage to calm yourself down. And y'all have decided to go through the Yagmire instead of the Marquis realm. Brightglooms. This is y'all's domain. This is your, well, not quite your backyard, but it's near your backyard. So who will lead the way to make it to Gloomsvale?
Greg.
Greg is still slightly foaming at the mouth.
Good boy. You're a good kid. Do you know that? Yeah, I know, buddy. So, spooky dark swamp. Everything can kill you. Or instead of spooky dark mountain pass ruled over by a demon lord.
Yeah, I still take the swamp.
It sounds like a swell adventure.
Yeah.
Did you see the stocks today? Oh, they're going up.
Gestalt.
Do we need to reset him?
Gestalt, I'm gonna need you to go find your normal personality and kind of activate that.
Why, certainly. But when I get back, tell me what new NFTs are on the market.
I
Seems
sure will,
it's
buddy.
exploding.
I sure will, buddy. Something about monkeys. I'm not sure. Let's get the main personality back, and next time you're around, we'll look into that.
What's wrong with this personality? I like this one.
Okay, Hewitt. I went into my mind palace to find my normal personality to get back to normal.
You find, let's see, what's your score? 18? You find 18 possibly normal personalities, but there's one that seems more familiar than others.
I'm going to go with the most familiar personality to me. And I just said, oh. Why was I thinking about monkeys so much?
I don't know, but good to know that you are now a personality roulette wheel. If that's something that we could potentially take advantage
Well,
of.
I can I think I can channel people I've eaten, which is interesting, but also somewhat scary if I think about it. So I'm not going to think about it.
That's that sounds like our Gestalt.
Anyway, to the Yagmire.
Yeah, yay.
I'm gonna go into
Man.
stealth.
Candy Mountain, Charlie.
It's a magical Leo Pleurodon.
The best kind.
So, sister, what's your survival? Because mine is liable, probably more likely to get us killed.
No, I got this. I got this.
Sis-
Just sit back and relax.
Sister,
Yeah.
help.
If I see something I recognize, I'll let you know.
I'm sure that will be very helpful.
Tarl, Robert, are you rolling the d20?
I'm testing a macro for travel rolls.
Oh, okay. So, if Mulaith is taking the lead, does anyone wish to help her as she starts to navigate y'all through the wilderness and into the mire?
I have disappeared.
Out of the darkness and into the light.
No, Freya, stop it. No.
Why
I'm going
does it sound
to
like
you.
you are fighting my niece for
Because she keeps trying to eat
control
my
of it?
microphone.
But it sounds like you are fighting for control of a car while driving.
Kind of what it feels like.
Do I need
Husband,
to go?
I blame you.
Do I need to go get the little stand to put her in?
I have it. She didn't want to be in it.
She has my permission to do whatever she wants to do.
So Gestalt vanishes.
I'll help.
All right, so Mulaith, you may roll with advantage as you start to navigate further down the peninsula towards the Yagmire. 28. So you're not slowed down by anything. You're able to avoid some of the dangerous flora. Like, there's a very nasty purple vine that has multiple names. None of them are clean. They all involve a 4-letter word. You managed to get away from that and not touch it. But you have found yourself at the end of the peninsula. Now, also for both Mulaith and Malarn, the passage of time, you are a no here in the Shadowfell. There is no sunrise, sunset. It is always a level of dusk. So for everyone else, it might be a little disconcerting, but for I was about to say twins, but for brother and sister, it's just going to take you a little bit to get back used to this and have your internal clock let you know what time it is rather than being able to look at the sky. But you come to the end of the peninsula and you can see where the two nameless ashen rivers start to pour in and not so much flow as shift into the Yagmire. Because at the edge of your vision, you can start seeing floating plantation or plant masses and semi-movable land chunks in the rivers that start to form the giant morass that is the Yagmire. But you do need to cross this body of water to get to where you need to go. So once more, we come back to one of y'all's nemesis's river crossings.
I'm pretty sure my brother and I now have a hand-me-down broom that we could use. For us, at least.
Do we need? I can just fly. I can actually probably carry a few people as well.
And define couple.
What do you think a couple is?
Well, there's
Yeah, if I see some people and I'm like, that's a cute couple. How many do you think that is?
It could be a throuple.
But I
It
didn't
is
say
good.
throuple.
I'm go-
What
I'm
about a
I'm
quadruple?
I'm going to say nothing and squint.
You don't see me. I'm just talking in your heads because I still have that activated.
So I can take my brother, I can take my sister and Greg on the broom for sure. And then I can always drop them off and come back for Gestalt.
Well, he can ride
Can
me.
Can you take 3 people?
Who are those people?
That would be Arvax, Tarl, and Gestalt.
Well, how much do you weigh, Gestalt? You probably don't weigh much.
Oh, I weigh a bit.
Gestalt is a sleek, smooth, lithe 385 pounds.
He is a metric ton.
I might be small, but I'm dense.
Jelly thick.
I weigh about 150.
I could. How much is Arvax? She's pretty small. It's like a baby, so babies don't weigh that much.
I'm like 5'10".
Yeah, but you're like a 7-month-old elf.
Like a little baby child.
I'm 22.
Exactly.
Might be 23 at this point. I don't know.
You're not even a fully realized adult yet.
My tribe standards, I am. That's what counts.
By your standards, I'm not a full adult.
Can you build your own shelter, Gestalt?
I mean, yeah,
Then you're an
if I
adult.
need to.
I could probably carry all 3.
As a
I
reminder,
can get on your back.
as a,
Why don't you just make more than one trip?
I was gonna say,
It's
We're
not that
in a
hard.
One
hurry.
second.
this is not like getting groceries from the store into the house.
Sure as hell is.
Hold on, let's see.
Because here's the deal: is both Arvax and Tarl are in plate mail.
How much weight?
And now that Perry is off on her own separate adventure, I think Tarl might weigh the most out of everybody.
Okay, I have a carrying capacity of 480 pounds.
So probably 2 and then 1 is probably a better plan.
Well, that's all 3 of you at 480 pounds. And I can still fly at my normal speed.
Ah! Baby, no! Ah!
Or Tarl could use freedom of movement and just walk through the water.
Here, everybody, gather around. I'll show you something pretty cool. And then you start to see his baby eating the microphone, and then start seeing his bones start cracking, and it's like
Okay,
fucking disgusting.
I
Like
thought,
all of his bones are cracking, and his body's like falling apart.
Moose,
and then
I
he-
thought that was Foley work from you for a second.
No, I thought that was a baby eating the microphone.
That was a baby eating the microphone.
Yay, baby gets to eat the microphone.
And he turns
tasty
in.
microphone.
He turns into a giant eagle.
How wide's the river?
It's probably a good 200-300 feet across.
Tarl's going to take matters in his own hands. And across the river, he walks on the bottom.
You just take a deep breath and you walk through the river. Do me a favor, roll me a D100 cannon as you're doing this.
Don't have to take a deep breath. Freedom of movement allows me to move underwater, unencumbered, unaffected.
She can't breathe underwater, is what he's saying.
I'm not making you roll the D100. I'm assuming like you just gulp some air and then you go under. I'm not going to make you roll for that. Your constitution is what, like 18, 20? But
my constitution is 17 with my modifier.
okay. I just need you to roll a D100 though. It's not related to holding your breath. 59. Okay, cool. So Tarl just walks underneath the water and keeps going.
Okay.
As y'all are debating on what to do.
How many feet across is the river?
Was I muted?
Tarl walked into the river.
Yeah, I've already turned into a giant eagle, waiting for people to climb on me.
Oh, I'll just climb on him then. I glorp. I come out of the shadows and glorp on the eagle.
You make yourself a little backpack?
Yeah, I turn into a little eagle backpack.
We'll grab I'll break the broom out and do that.
All right, and you're able to get across. Tarl, as you come up, what is your passive perception? 13?
I think so.
Okay, something seems a little off. You're not quite sure what, but something feels off now that you've gotten out of the water. Everybody else's passive perception is high enough to notice something is definitely off.
Off how?
I'm scrolling down to look. Check that roll. Okay. So, Tarl, what do you do when all of a sudden you feel that something's off?
I'll look around and check my surroundings, situation.
Okay, give me a perception check. You can't see anything right away, but you can tell and you feel something's off. Everybody else, you're looking at Tarl and his beard has become copper wires.
What?
Just all of his beard is now woven and braided copper wires.
Is that supposed to happen? That how dwarves work?
I don't think so.
What you talking about?
You're turning into a not real boy. I was gonna make a Pinocchio joke. I couldn't think of anything. Your beard, buddy.
It's weird.
Yep, I've got a beard.
It's all wiry.
Try, combing your beard real quick. See if you find anything different.
Dwarves don't comb their beards.
That's unsanitary. I should know. I've eaten a few dwarves.
It's not hair anymore.
All right, did you go back from being an eagle?
Oh, yeah, I forgot I can't talk.
You just hear
squawk.
I tap his beard with my beak.
Oh well, if I need money, I'll just pull some hairs out.
So, but yeah,
That's right, Tarl. As pragmatic as ever.
Tarl, if you do touch it, it's like touching like a brass bristle brush. So
I can get in a close melee and snuggle and cause harm.
we'll roll a d4 for beard snuggles.
I mean, he's a dwarf, and he would get proficiency.
Yes, he would. I'm just saying damage would be 1d4. Cannon's already snuggling someone with the spiky beard.
Even normal 5 o'clock shadow stubble hurts with that. That's really gonna hurt if it's actually wire.
Okay, so you made it across, and something that even the twins, or not the twins, but the siblings didn't know is maybe don't touch the water.
Are his pubes like that too?
It's just like a steel wool brush down there.
Why don't you come over here and find out, big boy?
Sure, what? Wait a minute. I need an adult.
I am an adult. I need an adultier adult.
That's the story of most of our lives, is I need an adultier adult.
It's surprising how often that adultier adult. It's surprising how many times the situation has arisen where we need an adultier an adult, and canon was the first choice, and the reason we need an adultier adult.
My experience is when I go looking for an adultier adult, they're looking for an adultier adult, and I go, oh crap, it's turtles all the way down. We have all just been faking it.
Not my circus.
Several times, yes. That is how I've had to handle it. But
Definitely
no,
my monkeys, though.
yeah, the problem is a lot of times the drama is like, yeah, those are mine. Crap.
Now, I had a monkey, but it wasn't my circus.
All right, so you made it across, and I'm going to go get a beverage real quick. So I'll be right back.
I am as well, actually.
Quickly, everyone kill the last boss.
You mean Lolth?
Yeah, I think that's it.
I'm back. Who all is everybody else back, or are we still missing anybody?
I've been here the whole time, Hewitt.
That is the loudest your mic's been in a very long time.
Well, I'm sorry. I've been trying to make sure the mic's loud.
No, I'm
Does
just.
that help?
No, I'm just. I wasn't complaining. I was saying.
How is this? Does this sound good?
Yes, sounds great.
What about now?
It's about the same.
What about now?
Same.
What about?
Now you're just going into ASMR.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm here.
Is everybody else still going to get?
I don't think anybody else left.
I didn't think so.
I thought Knox did.
Oh,
Oh.
maybe.
Knox.
He died in
Still going.
1943.
Who are we still waiting for?
I believe Knox.
I'm here.
Oh, he is back.
I am the back.
And the front. Okay, so you've made it across. Tarl now has a copper wire beard. And you have stepped foot into the probably not 100% solid ground outer edge of the Yagmire. Like everything has kind of a spongy give to it.
Well, this is horrible. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Horrible. Shall we?
Swamp.
Average Tuesday to me.
Now, Tarl and Arvax, remind me about the material your armor is made out of.
Mine's made out of soul steel, and
Mistral.
I've got to oil it with organic based oil.
Okay, but you also mixed mithril in when you were making everything because you had a supply of that, right?
I did.
Okay, so your armor's not as heavy as it could be. So you won't have mobility penalties since you have lighter material. And I know that what you have, like studded leather, Mulaith.
Kinda, yeah. It's the snake skin, which is functionally scale like leather. studded leather.
Okay. And then I know the wizard is wearing clothing, and is the druid just has a tunic, right?
Druid's naked.
His leather armor.
Okay, has leather armor. I was about to say, knowing Moose, there's a chance that the druid is just standing there. Hey, everybody.
It's
Hi.
like leather straps and stuff, but it's not like anything super fancy.
Okay, so I was also thinking of the last halfling I saw you make on Baldur's Gate 3, Moose. So yeah,
Hey, that's Juju.
As a note,
So-
I pull out my endless flask of holy water and I douse my whole body and armor in it.
So, Moose, would your character be wearing like the fisherman's like leather overalls?
No, it's just more like it looks like he just probably made this out of shit that he hunted himself.
That's pretty metal.
Yeah, you can see his bare
Actually,
chest.
actually, it's leather.
Yeah,
Oh shit! Right, my bad. Druids can't wear metal.
you might see a nipple occasionally if he's not careful.
Just a little slip here and there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the enemies, sorry, but your has popped out.
And
It's like that scene in Deadpool where, like, Colossus is like, I'm sorry. You have a, yeah.
Yeah, it's at your boobala.
this were a
that's-
different time. It would also be tie-dyed.
Okay.
I will allow tie-dyed leather armor, Moose, if that's what you wish. Unless that time was like 60, 70 years ago when you were a younger dwarf.
Oh, he never grew out of it.
All right, so
What are you talking about? That other time was like 45 minutes before he joined the party.
He put on his good tie-dye because he was going to town.
the churchy tie-dye. All right, so again, the ground, for anybody that's looking around, it's soft, it's spongy, you can see clumps of dirt, but it's mostly mass of dead plants and plants growing out of the dead plants.
So it feels like home.
A little bit like home for you. Also, it's not unusual to see like a tree breach the surface of it and go back down where you thought might have been a solid place to walk. So, who would like to take the lead as y'all start to navigate the Yagmire?
Keep it up.
I am going to do what I do best
Okay.
Can we
at
talk?
this given moment.
Can we
Go-
talk out loud now or no?
Yeah,
We
everybody
can, but I
verbally
also
talk.
still have.
Well, how
It
long
hasn't been.
how long does that last?
It's on a 5-hour.
Oh, yeah, you're still good.
Yeah, so we can still talk in our heads, except for Mulaith. I did not get Mulaith, so we can all talk to each other with the exception of Mulaith. Sorry, Mulaith.
Well, leading anybody then. You guys, I'm going on my own.
Well, did y'all get wait, Mulan?
Get my own telepathic communication with blackjack and hookers.
Which means I can talk to them then.
Anyway, I disappear because with my reliable talent, that automatically goes back up to a 10. So that's a 25 for me.
So Gestalt just gloops under a rock.
And I say to everyone's heads, it's like, I'll be around.
Is that a new shape that you take?
You don't
Sometimes.
know the shape I take, and you look
You
back
just told me
there.
round.
Oh, I get it. It's like meat wide. No.
Why don't you go through the Yagmire? It'll be a fun experience, a team building moment.
Yeah, it's weird, little man.
I am 30 or 40 years old, and I do not need this.
Okay, so Mulaith, is anyone helping her?
I was.
All right, roll with advantage on a survival check, Mulaith.
I was gonna keep helping you guys. Screw that. Y'all left me out. I'll help.
At this point, it's mutual. Oh, thank God for advantage. Okay, with an 18, I need you to roll me a d8, and I got to look at my middle list, not my bad list or my good list.
Wait, roll what?
Roll me a d8 for your travel. That's 6. Okay, as you continue to move through Mulaith. Where's my notebook? So as you continue to move through Mulaith, you start seeing some telltale signs of habitation ahead of you. And your passive perception is like 30 or something like that. Right?
Let me double check. 25.
Okay. You can see ahead of you that it looks like a small series of yurts ahead of you, like bone and hide yurts, which could be any number of creatures that live out here that is ahead of you.
No.
Baby done stole her headphones.
He is entitled. We should probably steer clear of the local inhabitants.
Well, that's up to Mulaith letting you know,
She would let him know.
even though she does not get to have the cool telepathic link to everybody.
Yep, she's still salty about
Look. You were gone last time, and I can only get like 5 other people.
that. Uh-huh.
Wait, would that include you? That might include you too.
I just figured you picked Greg over me.
No, Greg was.
We forgot about Greg, and then he ran through lighting everything on fire.
Okay, let me see the waiting here. As a bonus action, you manifest. Oh wait, wrong one. Don't worry about that one. What was it again? What was I doing? Oh God. Oh wait, here it is. Much longer. Up to a number of creatures equal to your proficiency bonus, and then okay, so it's 5 creatures, so it's myself and 4 other creatures.
No, that would have been without Mulaith then, because
Yeah. I had to leave you out this time. I'm sorry.
we might want to avoid the locals.
Greg. But we could steal.
I'm just gonna gently close his mouth.
But we could steal. Does anyone have a lozenge? Peppermint.
I'm gonna hand him a piece of beef jerky. I'm gonna have him a piece of beef jerky. Here, kid, suck on that.
Teriyaki.
Perry's the one who always carried around the peppermint stuff. We should just probably give these, whoever this is, a wide berth.
Okay, so is the party going to try to navigate around?
If we can.
Okay. Let's see. Tarl has a 13 passive. Mulaith and Gestalt.
My passive is 11.
11. Okay, 11. So, and then what? 16 for Arvax?
Until I have a long rest and get my wisdom back.
Mine's 15. When do we get our wisdom back?
Long rest. Which at this point, y'all are realizing that you're probably about to exceed Gestalt's wibbly magic mind stuff. But again, you also don't know how long you've actually been.
She just threw up.
All over you or all over other stuff? Let me go help, guys. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I have been informed that my help is not necessary. It is just a wardrobe change. So, Mularn's passive and Balfor's passive?
17.
17. Balfor?
20. Sorry.
Okay. So, and Gestalt's would be lower because of his...
Mine is 20.
Well, yeah, but you
It's
also...
still 20. Yeah.
How's it still 20 with, like, a
I
minus...
got expertise and perception. That's how.
And that negates having a -1 from...
Okay, so I'll let you know how high it usually is. Wait, you might be right. You might be. Look, you might. Wait, I put 18. Wait.
No, mine's
It's usually 23. So, yeah, it's down to 20. God, it's loading so freaking slow. Yeah.
Okay. As you go by, you can see quickly as you're going around and skirting the outskirts of this village, or these series of yurts, it's mostly destroyed.
That's gonna be not good.
Seems like it's abandoned.
Does it look recent?
Roll me a investigation check. Maybe, but it's really kind of hard to tell from a distance.
Might I survey the area to see if I see any sort of movement?
I'm not going to make you roll for that. There is no movement.
I whisper in everyone's mind, there seems to be no movement.
However, who Who has a survival? Let's see, what is it? It's 10 plus your modifier for your passive version of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, who's got a passive survival that would be above 15?
Mine would
Mine
be 20.
20.
Mine would be at 15. It would meet it.
Okay. Y'all
Unless
notice
it has to be 16.
y'all notice that it's silent around here.
Like unearthly silent or just
Like as if there's a big predator around silent.
More along those lines, because you know that in the woods and out in the wild, there's always some type of noise. But you don't hear any wildlife.
I communicate through people's heads. I don't think we're actually alone here. Y'all might want to slink into the shadows where I live.
Tarl just immediately stealths.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Probably a good idea to be kind of quiet.
So, Balfor Malaith, are you going to also stealth?
I'm looking up giant eagle stats to see if it's better to do that or as myself.
Have you been walking as an eagle this whole time?
Yeah.
Just waddling with them?
Yep.
I mean, Mulaith didn't hear anything, so she's just standing there.
Weirdly enough, it's better as an eagle.
So far, Arvax hasn't done that. Has not abandoned you, Mulaith. The eagle. Mulaith, very quickly, you see that everyone else in the party, except Arvax, who is not here to roll at the moment, have moved quietly into the shadows. Without saying much to you. Like, you're like, this is creepy. There should be noise. There's something big nearby. I should tell everybody. And then they're gone. But your passive perception's higher than I think most of their stealth scores, so you can still see where they went. So what do you do?
I don't have good stealth, but I guess I'll just try that. Nope.
Back.
All right, everybody is starting to stealth because this section of the swamp is silent. Not like unnaturally, magically silent, just nothing around is making noise. Which is usually a sign there's a predator nearby. Okay. So, Mulaith, you and Arvax are the last to pick up on this and start stealthing. You're kind of holding up the end of it, Mulaith. But something catches your eye that makes it a little bit hard for you to be stealthy. you see the withered husk of what looks like a hag holding a blade of some sort, laying just outside of one of these yurts. And it just kind of calls to you and distracts you, so you're not thinking about 100% being as stealthy as you could at this moment. What do you do?
Go ahead and cast invisibility.
You go ahead and cast invisibility.
Yep.
You cast invisibility on yourself. Then what do you do?
Just gonna try to creep closer to the sword and take a better look.
Okay, the closer you get to it, you realize that this is not just a normal sword. This is known as a whip sword or a chain sword.
Oh, grab it. Wait. Shit.
Ha!
You can't say nothing. It is a gnarly weapon that looks like it is made of bone. And it's not steel. You know it would not be made out of steel because it's being held by a fae, but some other metal that is not opposed to the she. Because you get closer to this desiccated hag. This was a night hag. And it looks like it has... There's no way it could have been dead long enough to be this desiccated. It looks mummified and gaunt and thin, like everything has been sucked out of it.
She
Like-
reach out and not taking it, can she lay a hand on the whip sword and use her grim psychometry?
Pull up Grim Psychometry for me so I see. When you reach 9th level, you gain a supernatural talent to discern secrets surrounding mysterious relics or places touched by evil. Whenever you make an intelligence history check to recall information about the sinister or tragic history of an object. Yeah, go ahead. You have advantage.
Yay, because my history is terrible. Hey, that didn't help very much.
Well, with an 11, you know that whip swords are not, like, it's not a weapon necessarily for going out into battle with all the time. There might be some drawbacks, but it's definitely a weapon used to instill fear and to keep something cowed. Much like multiple types of lashes that are out in the world. But you can tell that this is definitely magical because this is a fey construct.
I don't think I have anything else relevant. So she's just gonna go ahead and try to take it.
As you take it, the fingers wrapped around it break off and crumble.
Ew.
Everybody else that is hiding, y'all realize you don't have or the ability to psychically contact Mulaith. Mularn, you see your sister walk over and start investigating something almost in the
No, he
oak.
doesn't.
You invisible.
Oh, she is. I forgot. Thank y'all for
So
reminding
do
me.
we just see a sword start floating?
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
he
well,
interacts, so that means that she would uninvisible, right?
no, it actually means if she picked up that item, it would become invisible.
Oh.
It's attack or cast a spell
Yeah.
or drop.
So she went invisible, but you see like the sword pick up for a second, then vanish. As y'all look out, and you can see that there is a desiccated hag. And as you look around, you can see that there's two other. An anise hag and a green hag.
Does she have one of the stones of limited telepathy?
Nope. Because y'all made one for everybody in the original group except Mulak. Because he didn't want one. And then that means you didn't
And
have one.
Mulak would have been the only one I could have gotten one from, yeah.
Yeah, because y'all also never gave Gestalt one. And Perry took hers with her.
Why are there a bunch of dead hags? I don't like there being a bunch of dead hags out in the middle of the swamp.
I don't think those hags like that there's a bunch of dead hags in the middle of the swamp.
Let me rephrase. I don't like what made the 3 hags dead,
Yeah, that's the thing.
and I don't want to find out what it is.
Nah, I agree.
Greg looks up at y'all. Fish.
Fish.
You just see he has a bag of fish.
Where did you get that?
He points at one of the houses.
Please don't eat that.
I've had 3.
You're going to shit yourself to death one day.
It's jerky. And he just clicks it together.
I've had to eat some weird ass shit, Greg. You're successful in grossing me out. Congratulations.
When Gestalt eats things, it's fine. If I eat stuff, it's gross.
No, it's weird when Gestalt does it too.
What do you mean? What am I weird about?
He also makes things, dissolve.
That's I can't
I've
help
watched you
that.
gargle mud.
It's how you clean your teeth. It's abrasive.
He's got you there.
Greg just smiles with his shiny teeth that sparkle.
Oh my god, now you just got the song stuck in my head.
Is it stuck in Greg's voice, though?
Is now.
No,
God damn you, Chip Skylark!
I still just hear Chris Kirkpatrick.
So, there's a sword that disappeared from a hag's hand. You can't find your sister. Greg's eating jerky fish. Something killed these hags.
Not our problem. Let's go.
I mean, with Hardlock, it's going to be our problem, but it's not. It's not at the moment. So
I'd like to go before it's our problem.
Yeah.
Unless you want
What was that?
to investigate what killed the hag.
Tarl holds up 2 fingers and points in the direction they were heading.
Yamatar. Also, where's your sister?
I would imagine she's the reason that sword disappeared.
Hmm. Let's get out of here. Head the way we were going.
Yep.
Okay. Mulaith, they can't communicate with you. You're also invisible, but none of them rolled higher than your... Well, Gestalt did, but everybody else didn't roll above your...
I'm gonna walk back over to where they were. Be like, hey guys.
Fuck.
Wait, so the twins are a little bit shorter than Arvax. How tall is Mulaith?
Pretty short. She is 5'6". She's short. So the GIF is accurate.
Just walk up behind Arvax and do that to her.
And almost get elbowed in the face.
Probably.
5'10" to 5'6", not that. But yeah, but almost elbowed by armor. Yeah, when you're holding it, there's a button that's on it that kind of pulls it back into the shape of a longsword, Mulaith. But if you press it again and it, deplates, it's about the length of a normal whip.
Friggin' Ivy from Soul Calibur over here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh great, my sister is now Ivy from Soul Calibur. There goes that fantasy. Thanks, Hewitt.
You're welcome.
Old lady with big gazonkas.
And they just kept getting bigger.
Everybody's in that series did.
At some point, that at roundabout Soul Calibur 5, that was just the joke at that point.
I mean, did you see what they did to your boy Astaroth, the big old axe wielder? They gave him the big boobies too.
But who
Poor
doesn't have
kid.
that?
Don't let them get close to my copper pubes. I made to plate them.
Wow.
Ow.
Ow?
Ow.
Ow. Squeeze.
So, as y'all continue to move, y'all realize you are starting to physically feel tired. Gestalt, your telekinetic or telepathic communication quickly dies as you move past. As you move past this, and as night is starting to fall. Brightglooms, you remember that it is about 3 days travel between your home and the city of Nightthorn.
So we got about 2 days left.
About, if you don't get lost in the Yagmire.
So we probably need to stop.
You're starting to feel resting is a good idea because Mulaith, you being from here, Arvax, you living in the damp wood as long as you have. Getting tired and moving through the swamp while tired is a good way to get dead. Especially if there's danger logs. Just bobbing around out there.
Yeah, we might want to take a rest.
Tarl cops a squat.
You hear a slight scraping of your chest hair on the that's poking through the gamberson. Scratch the underside of your armor. Safe to assume at this point, all body hair might be copper.
Oh no, what about the butt?
Dwarves are made of tough stuff.
He shaves that so it's easier to wipe.
Ah.
It's the only part of his hair with his body with no hair on it.
He's like covered in hair back there. It's fucking smooth as eggs.
Pristine, bleached.
To grow back in, that's gonna suck.
He's gonna have to get a sander back there.
That's what wax is for.
Just get out the tin snips now. So how do y'all set up camp here in this damp, squishy uncomfortableness?
Best we can.
Why?
I have an adventuring kit or dungeoneering kit. Not much else. But I'll just bring all of my equipment into my body and just cube up.
Stop rolling. Okay. Let's see.
Y'all do have your cobbled together woven branch tent still.
Yeah. Well,
I'll pull out the tent.
I will assist in putting it together.
As soon as it's together, I gloop under the tent.
Do you,
I'll take first watch.
do you gloop near the oven or the stove?
Not too close. I don't want to burn myself.
All right, so Arvax is taking first watch. Anybody going to join her?
I'll join her. Oh, never mind. No, I won't.
So Mulaith and Arvax, you're on first watch. Y'all can each give me individual perception rolls, or one of you can aid the other.
I'll give you advantage.
For me? Oh, works.
30 for a nat 20, or 20 for a 30. As y'all are outside the tent, I don't know if you talk or anything like that. That's up to you. Mulaith, you are keenly aware something is out there beyond what you can see. Because the noise is still nowhere near the level you're used to out here. Something is still in the area. And if it killed a coven of hags, it's either a lot of something or it's a big something.
We're still not alone out here, unfortunately.
No, that doesn't shock me. You rarely are in the swamp.
Wish I knew what it was so I knew how prepared we needed to be.
Is there any noises or anything?
I think that's the problem. There's almost none.
Like there's
Not even ones we would expect.
you hear like chirping of bugs, but there's usually the woods and especially swamp, there is noise. But all you're hearing is occasionally buzzing, and in the distance something bloop, where there must be exposed water.
Bloop.
Just bloop bloop. Is there anything else y'all would like to do on your watch?
Is there any more information I can get about the sword and potentially attune it?
I mean, you could try to attune it to get information.
I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, I'm going to send
Oh,
you
no.
a private message.
It's cursed.
With my luck, I wouldn't be terribly surprised.
No, I've already condemned multiple people with stuff talking inside their head now.
Too many voices to keep track of.
Okay, I gotta double check the spell real quick. Tarl just uses a portable hole as a hiding device. This is lovely. Okay, I sent it to you, Freki.
Okay, awesome. Are those charges upon long rest or one-time use?
Long rest.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So with that, your watch comes to an end. Who's next?
I can go next.
Anybody joining Gestalt?
Sure.
Okay, so Balfor and Gestalt. Again, you can either both roll, or one of you can give the other one advantage on perception.
What's your perception?
My perception is 10.
Mine is also 10.
I'll give you perception. I'll give you advantage.
Okay. Oh, it. 1 second, it's reloading. It decided crap out on me.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Okay, there we go. So 27.
27. Every so often, far off in the distance beyond your dark vision, you can hear something crunch.
Oh, that doesn't sound good at all.
Like something moving.
Ah, something's out there. It's gonna try to eat us, I bet. Anyway, Balfour, I'm so glad you joined us on this. Between you and me, I think the others were really upset about Mulak's death.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and I think you're really filling in that role. I mean, I'm pretty sad about it, but also, I don't know how to feel feelings sometimes, so I don't want to like talk with them about it, but I think you're doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That means a lot to me.
And don't worry, we'll get you home back to your what was it? A vineyard?
It's part of it, yeah.
Heck yeah. I love grapes.
Have you ever heard of? It's called cotton candy grapes.
Have not heard of this cotton candy grape.
That's what I grow.
Sounds special. It sounds like I can eat 20 of them at once.
How wide can you open your mouth?
I don't have a mouth.
Well, pretend that you did. Show me.
He turns into a giant bowl-like structure that towers over you.
You could probably eat more than 20.
Oh wow, those must be.
Look, I make a drink out of it. Hold on. And I reach in my bag and I pull out a flask and I hand it to you.
Okay, I stick a pseudopod in that looks like a straw and just take a sip.
And it's not alcoholic. It's like fruit punch, but cotton candy flavored.
Oh, that's interesting. You really are interesting.
Roll.
I'm
roll.
glad you came along.
This is gonna sound mean because of most roll for diabetes.
What would that be?
You just shit out of luck. That's what it's called.
Roll 2 Walter Brimleys.
I don't know what that.
A medicine check.
Oh, medicine. Okay. Uh-oh.
You don't know.
I mean, Does a blob have a pancreas? Like, that's the question.
We might find out.
Technically, he has many.
He has multiples depending on who he's eating.
That's true. That's true.
You could
But
just
yeah, I think
just switch it out for one that works. Oh my God.
just let me eat someone else.
Does Mulate have the ability to sense blood sugar? You know what? Yes. I'm gonna say blood hunters can detect blood sugar.
Oh yeah.
Mulaith is attacking someone and then stops mid-combat. Like, oh no. We
You
need to
should
get
get
you a
that checked.
banana.
You just go up to the vampire. Everybody, don't stab it. Just give it sugar. Oh no, no, not this, not like this. No.
Oh no, why am I feeling so lethargic? Oh no. Turns out vampires are just diabetic. Okay. Anyway, I pat Balfor on the shoulder and it's like, I think our watch might be up. Let's see who else is ready. But we gotta warn them. And I turn my head in a very awkward manner to where it's like almost owl-like. Something's out there.
I could
But
do
it's not
that.
our problem. And
I could
walk
do that same thing with my head sometimes.
Oh, just turn your head like 180.
When I'm an owl, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Who's taking last watch?
I'll keep watch while I keep my hole draped over me.
Okay. Mularn, are you gonna get up for watch or?
Yes.
Okay. Just like everybody else, you can either both roll or one of you can give the other one advantage on a perception check.
I will give Tarl an advantage.
18. Most of your watch, Tarl and Mularn, goes uneventful. But towards the end of it, Tarl, you catch out of the corner of your eye off in the distance what looks like a burning orb reflecting back at you, and then you realize it's not an orb because it blinks and then it's gone. And it was probably a good, like, it would have been past the edge of your dark vision because as things get darker and darker further away from you, but it lights up and blinks and then goes away.
I poked the fella next to me. Did you see that?
Did I see it?
I mean, he pointed it out to you, so I would say yes, since you're both looking and you helped him.
That's horrifying. That's huge and potentially a problem. So we should probably be extremely careful. Keep an eye on that.
Ba-bum-bum-ch.
Aha.
So your watch has come to an end. Everybody's had a long enough time to rest. Then break down the tent. What is the party going to do now?
I'm gonna make breakfast.
Oh my gosh.
What is in this hero's feast, Balfor, that you cast?
It's like a good country, like what you'd eat like on a nice ranch. Like it's got some steak and some eggs and some sausage and some pancakes. It has one waffle.
He conjures a Cracker Barrel.
You know, honestly, I don't believe Cracker Barrel would be covered by Hero's Feast because it would be wasting like 90% of the value of the chalice. Because I think you can order the entire menu there for $800.
I mean, we could say it's Waffle House.
Chairs are flying. There's a fight that broke out somewhere over there. It's all part of the whole thing.
It's all part of the experience of Waffle House.
All right, so let's see. Okay, so what it is, y'all have advantage on wisdom saves. You're immune to poison and being frightened. You have advantage on all those saves, plus your maximum hit points will be increased by 2d10, and you gain that number of hit points. So, Tarl, roll for everybody, so everybody's HP will go up by 10 temporarily for the next 24 hours. So you have a big breakfast for the hero's feast.
So 10 hit points.
You get 10.
10 temporary hit points, yeah.
Well, it's 10 temporary hit points, but also your maximum is increased by that 10, so you can heal back these 10.
Oh, it's maximum?
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, I
So-
thought it was temporary.
I mean,
Let me put that in parentheses.
technically.
Tarl takes some of the garlic from the hero's feast, and using his alchemy kit, presses it into oil and oils his armor.
And his beard.
Are wisdom back to normal?
Wisdom is back to normal for anybody that had their wisdom score go down.
Yay. Question here for anybody, and you just see my pseudopod just picking up pancakes and grits, slurping up the grits off the table.
And
Did anyone else dream of the Great Oblex? No one
Just
else
you
gets to share
again.
in the joy
Not
of the Great
yet.
Oblex?
I'm
Not
good.
yet.
Give us time, buddy.
I'll also let everyone know this. I can't do this too many more times. This breakfast cost me 1,000 gold, and I only can do it 4 more times currently.
I give you 300 gold to help fund this.
Ooh.
We kind of have a good amount of gold.
Now
I'm sure
I
we
have.
can grab some from home too to help.
Well, if you
If
have a
the party has 11,890 gold pieces and 200 platinum pieces.
well, it takes a chalice worth 1,000 gold, like these, and I take one out and show them. It just looks like a pimp cup.
You know,
Tarl has the ability to melt gold in his forge and probably forge it into whatever you need.
Ah. I wonder if you could take 1,000 gold and forge a miniature chalice. It's worth 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold would probably make a very big chalice. I think the worth comes from the gems in the.
But if we just take 1,000 gold and make a chalice out of it, it's worth 1,000 gold, right?
This is correct.
Just
I
a
think
heavy
so.
chalice.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets
Well, yeah,
burned up when I
Balfor.
cast a spell.
Like, do you just keep those chalices around? Like, not to judge you or anything, but this seems like out of character for you to have such lavish things.
It's me and my wife used to do it a lot, and
Oh. Oh.
She hasn't been around in a while. She is. I don't know where she's at, honestly. But I've been
That
saving
seems
them.
like a personal question I will not pry because I respect your boundaries.
I don't mind. She just left one day. She said, "I'll be back," and then she just hasn't come back in like 130 years. She'll be back eventually.
That's a long time.
I mean, it doesn't have to be an ornate chalice. It just has to be a chalice, right?
Correct. Has to be worth 1,000 gold.
So if you melt 1,000 gold and form it into a chalice, it's a chalice worth 1,000 gold.
That's where I got one of them from. But the rest I bought.
I like how we're like cheating away to use Hero's Feast right now.
Well, it's not cheating. It's a technicality. You're doing it by the way it's supposed. Like literally, that is rules.
I know. I just think it's fun. I like little loopholes like this in D&D. But what a great meal.
Next time I do it, which it may be a while, but what do y'all like for breakfast?
Oh, I could eat a horse.
Okay, a horse.
Greg, horse is good.
So, 2 horses.
Except
One
Hermatha.
each.
Except Hermatha.
I don't know who that is. Is that a horse they used to have that you loved?
She was in fact most of that.
A nice parfait.
Well, that uses a good amount of my abilities for the day, power wise. But we're all good to go. I am fat and happy. If you guys don't mind, are you flower friendly?
Tarl shoves some of the food from the feast into one of his bags of holding.
It'll probably disappear because it's magic food. Okay. And he takes out a little pipe and he smokes some substance that smells like a skunk. All right, let's go.
Waking and bacon.
He likes to call it bacon and bacon because you see him eating bacon and then, you know.
At least have some orange juice with it.
Like, he's old and retired. He didn't do it once.
Tarl gives him a mug of his family's ale.
Oof, not that. Wait till tonight. I'm more of a gin type guy.
This is breakfast ale.
I'll give it one little, like, I'll taste it.
You know what? We need to hide. So
Not too bad. That is hot. There's no way I can get that high.
All right. So you have a little sip. It is pretty strong, but deep and earthy and rich.
Tastes not exactly, but tastes like a better version of something my grandpa used to make.
It's only about 200 years old.
I never really fit in with the Dwarven side of my family, which is my whole family. So I left and made my own way.
Okay, so who's taking lead today as y'all start to walk?
I guess me again.
All right.
Oh, I can do this at the start of the day, and this time I'm gonna have to pick who to leave out. Okay.
You could leave out somebody that actually has one of the sending stones, so they still have a way to communicate.
That would be Tarl. Sorry, Tarl. You don't get my magic.
Arvax, what like color do you wear? Do you have like a color that you wear?
I think she went.
She
with
went to change the baby.
Oh, sorry.
So, everyone except Tarl has telekinetic abilities. Tarl and obviously Greg. We all have telekinetic abilities, but I give Tarl aspic. You get aspic. So we can communicate.
Aspic just taps your helmet once.
And I say in Mulat's head, "There, are you happy?"
Feel like leftovers.
I can't
But
do
it'll work.
anything right.
Sure is kind of like floppy seconds to me.
I'm gonna slink in the shadows now. Slink.
To be fair, you were gonna do that anyway.
Just want to assume that Arvax is helping me again.
Yeah, we'll go with that because I can hear she's doing something in the kitchen. 27.
Ask her what color she wears.
I will lean
What's
in.
happening?
Balfour's asking you what color you wear.
Me? What? Why? Huh?
Just if I look at you, do you have like a color? that
Black.
you wear? Black. Okay. Do you have a secondary color that's not black?
I got blonde hair.
Gray.
He'll
I got blonde hair. I got green eyes.
green eyes. Okay. He will hand you. He'll tap you on the shoulder, and he'll hand you a green chrysanthemum. And here, if you would like that, I think you look cool with it in behind your ear.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to lean over and whisper to my sister, all right, he's in love with her.
No, he is not.
I'm kind of picking up on that too. His wife is gonna be mad.
I mean, he's probably got like another 75 years before she comes back, apparently.
Greg just kind of looks up. I thought she liked Perry or the Horn Boy.
I mean, yeah, but he's not here right now, so he's busy, so.
And as they are talking, he walks up and he hands lavender flowers to both of them. Because they're purple, to both of the moos.
Moose.
The moves. You. These are nice. I do like the smell of lavender.
Yeah.
She'll put it away in her pouch so she can make tea with it later.
All right, Claire, you rolled a 27 on your survival check. That means we get the roll on the good list.
Yay!
I love good lists.
Roll me a d8.
Me too.
I'll let someone else roll this time since I rolled last time.
What about the one that's helping you?
Do it, Arvax.
What am I doing?
Roll a
Roll a
d8.
d8.
Me? Oh.
Oh no. Nothing happens as you travel this day. As in, nothing attacks you. It's just the uneery quiet that is of going through here.
Still unnaturally quiet.
Still pretty unnaturally quiet. And you get towards the south river known as the Gray River because it goes by Gray Home. They're not creative people. So you got to cross another river before the end of this day. Do y'all do as you did last time?
Good with doing the same.
Maybe don't let Tarl go through the water again.
Alrighty. Eagle!
Wait, how wide is the river?
Again,
In
it's about a football field in length.
Which, like, that's past 60 feet then. Okay,
Yeah,
I get on.
it's like 300 feet.
I mount the eagle. That sounded bad.
You're just taking freedom one way or another.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get on top of the eagle to pass the.
I'll wait for 2 more people to get on.
There you go.
Tarl, do you ride the eagle instead of doing your through the water trick again?
Tarl, you might turn into a statue or something.
Yeah, I'll ride the eagle.
Eagle.
Eagle!
I will grab Greg and my sister.
Okay, and as you get to the other side, again, it's another day that you're going to need to rest. But Mulaith and Gestalt, because y'all have the highest 2.
Yes.
You can see off in the distance what looks like one large red glowing eye at you blink and then vanish.
I think Sauron's onto us.
And that's
Afraid of that.
that's where we'll end tonight's session. Something is definitely stalking y'all. So
It's okay. I like being stalked. It can't stop me.
ain't nothing gonna break your style.
Exactly.
We do have to keep on moving.
Whoa. Anyway, so since my wife is handling baby, you can find us at teambonusaction.com on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky Threads, and here on Twitch and YouTube as Team Bonus Action. You can find us on Twitter as bonus_team. We will be back this Wednesday with Redwell, next Sunday with Darawan, and we will have a Smasher Pass created by Grave here soon.
I am working on it. I think I need to finish it up here soon.
We also,
But yeah.
in the near future, might have a Smasher Pass by Freki.
Yeah, I do intend to do that.
So,
And the eagle will never let you down.
he'll never give you up.
Nope.
All right. So, that's us. Thank you all for watching. Everybody, thank you for playing. And Knox, since you're here.
We appreciate y'all hanging out with us this evening. Until next time, don't let your meatloaf